Hello everybody, I am Dr. Veena MD Almeida, Associate Professor of Commerce, Teresian College, Mysore. Today's topic of discussion is set theory. I welcome you all to this session on set theory. A set is a collection of well-defined objects. The objects belonging to a set are called the elements of the set. Sets are normally denoted by the capital letters. The objects belonging to a set are shown within the flower bracket. For example, set A is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. It is a set of odd numbers. A is a set name. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 are the elements. Set B is equal to A, E, O, I, U. It is a set of vowels found in English alphabets. Methods of defining a set. There are two important methods of defining a set. First one is enumeration. This method is also known as roster or tabular method. Second method is descriptive or rule pattern or secular method. First method is enumeration method. It is used when the elements of a set are very few in number. In this method, all the elements of a set are listed one after the other. For example, set A contains the elements 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It is a set of even numbers from 1 to 10. Here the elements are few, so we can use enumeration method. The second method is descriptive method. This method is also known as rule pattern or secular method. This method is used when the elements of a set are large in number. When the elements of a set are large in number, it is not possible to list all the elements. Under such circumstances, they are not listed but described in definite terms. There are different types of sets: finite and infinite sets, singleton and null sets, subset and superset, universal set, equal or equivalent set, disjoint set. Finite and infinite sets. Finite set. A finite set is one which contains a definite number of elements and the elements are few in number. For example, number of days in a week. A is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. It is a set of odd numbers. Set B is equal to A, E, O, I, U. It is a set of ovals. Infinite set. An infinite set is one which contains unlimited number of elements and the elements are large in number. Singleton and null set. Singleton set is a set containing a single element. For example, set A contains only one element, 1. Set B contains only one element, E. Ovals found in the word set. Null set. A set containing no elements is called an empty set or null set. For example, set A contains the elements 1, 2, 3. B contains the elements 4, 5, 6. A intersection B is equal to null set. Subset and superset. Set M is called the subset of the other set N if all the elements of set M are found in set N. The subset relationship is denoted by the symbol which is shown in the slide. This can be explained with an example. Set M has the elements of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11, and N set has the elements of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Now, elements of set M are found in set N. So, M is the subset of N. Set N is called the superset of the other set M if all the elements of the set M are found in set N. So, N is the superset of set M. Universal set. Universal set is one which contains all the elements of other sets under consideration. Thus, universal set is the superset of all the sets under consideration. It is denoted by the symbol U. This can be explained with an simple example. Set A includes the elements boys of 3rd BCom. Set B includes the elements girls of 3rd BCom. So, universal set is equal to students of 3rd BCom, and this universal set is represented in a rectangular form. Equal or equivalent set. Sets are called equal sets when both the sets are having the same elements and in same number. This can be explained with a simple example. Set A has the elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Set B has the elements 3, 5, 1, 9, 11, 7. So, A and B are equal sets because they contain same elements and in same number. Equivalent set. Equivalent set is a set which contains same number of elements but elements are not same. Equivalent set. This can be explained with a simple example. Set A has the elements 1, 2, 3 and 4. Set B has the elements A, B, C and D. Sets A and B are having same number of elements but the elements are not same. In such cases where the number of elements are the same in both the sets are called equivalent sets. Disjoint sets. When the sets do not have anything in common, they are called disjoint sets. This can be explained with a simple example. Set A contains elements teachers in M college. Set B contains the elements students in N school. So, A and B are disjoint sets because teachers in M college doesn't have any relationship with students in N school. Set operations. Union of sets. Union of sets A and B and C in another set containing all the elements found in set A or set B or set C. It is written as U. This can be explained with the example. Set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B contains the elements 2, 4, 5, 7. Set C contains the elements 1, 5, 7, 8. So, A union B union C is equal to elements of set A, set B and set C. Intersection of sets. Intersection of two or more sets in another set containing the elements which are found common in all the sets under consideration. It is represented by a symbol. This can be explained with the example. Set A has the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B has the elements 2, 4, 5, 7. Set C has the elements 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Set A intersection B intersection C is equal to 2 and 4. 2 and 4 are the common elements found in set A, set B and set C. Difference of two sets. The difference of two sets A and B is the set of elements which are in set A but not found in set B. This can be explained with an example. Set A has the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. B has the elements 2, 4, 5, 7. A minus B is equal to 1 and 3. 1 and 3 are not found in set B. B minus A is equal to 5 and 7. 5 and 7 are not found in set A. Complement of a set. Complement of a set is a set containing the elements which are found in one set, not in other set. This can be explained with an example. Set A contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set B contains the elements 2, 4, 5, 7. So B complement is equal to 1, 3, 6, 8. Laws of sets. There are 4 laws which are used in set theory. They are commutative law, associative law, distributive law and De Morgan's law. Commutative law. Commutative law says that A union B is equal to B union A. This can be explained with an example. Set A contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B contains the elements 3, 4, 5, 6. A union B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and B union A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, A union B is equal to B union A. A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Again, this can be explained with an example. Set A contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. B contains the elements 3, 4, 5, 6. A intersection B is equal to 3, 4 and B intersection A is equal to 3, 4. Therefore, A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Associative law. Associative law says that A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. This can be explained with an example. Set A contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. B contains the elements 3, 4, 5, 6. C contains the elements 2, 5, 6, 7. So B union C is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So A union B union C is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next, A union B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A union B union C is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Therefore, A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. A intersection B intersection C is equal to A intersection B intersection C. Again, this can be explained with a simple example. Set A contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. B contains the elements 3, 4, 5, 6. C contains the elements 2, 5, 6, 7. B intersection C is equal to 5 and 6. A intersection B intersection C is equal to null set. A intersection B is equal to 3, 4. A intersection B intersection C is equal to null set. Therefore, A intersection B intersection C is equal to A intersection B intersection C. Distributive law. Distributive law says that A union B intersection C is equal to A union B intersection A union C. This can be explained with an example. Set A contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. B contains the elements 2, 3, 5, 6. C contains the elements 2, 5, 7, 8. B intersection C is equal to 2 and 5. So set A in union B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A union C set is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Therefore, A union B intersection C is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And A union B intersection A union C is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, A union B intersection C is equal to A union B intersection A union C. A intersection B union C is equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. This can be explained with an example. Set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B contains the elements 2, 3, 5, 6. C contains the elements 2, 5, 7, 8. B union C set is equal to 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. A intersection B set contains the elements 2, 3. A intersection C contains a single element 2. So A intersection B intersection C is equal to 2, 3. A intersection B intersection C is equal to 2, 3. Therefore, A intersection B intersection C is equal to A intersection B intersection C. De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law states that A union B complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. This can be explained with a simple example. Universal set is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set A contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B contains the elements 2, 3, 5, 6. A union B contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A union B whole complement is equal to 7 and 8. A complement is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8 means elements which are in universal set but not in set A. B complement is equal to 1, 4, 7, 8 means elements which are in U but not in B. So A complement intersection B complement is equal to 7, 8. Therefore, A union B whole complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. A intersection B complement is equal to A complement union B complement. Universal set contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set A contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B contains the elements 3, 4, 5, 6. A intersection B contains the elements 3 and 4. A intersection B complement means which are in U but not in A intersection B is equal to 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A complement union B complement is equal to 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Therefore, A intersection B complement is equal to A complement union B complement. In this session, we have learnt about meaning of set, methods of defining set, types of set, set operations and laws which are used in set operations. In the coming session, we'll discuss about Venn diagram. Kindly motivate us by subscribing our Teresian College channel. Thank you.